Flag stops.
Whoa, Kyle pushes around. Big wreck.
Wow. There's
Dale Jr. got involved.
Oh, Jr.'s in it, and Matt Kenseth.
And Ty Dillon and Eric Jones are all piled up in turn 3.
All right, let's see what we got.
There's Kyle Busch.
All by himself.
Boy.
Oh, it just turned. I mean, that has to be a tire. There's no way that car just jumped around like that without something happening to it. I mean, he just lost. That thing just went sideways.
They were working their way through some slower traffic right here. I can't imagine that there was an aero situation there, but
something cut that tire.
Definitely turned around.
Did he make contact with that car he was passing?
It's a good question.
I didn't see any, but we can look at it again.
I mean,
he's just right there. He's all by himself. Now watch. All of a sudden that car goes around like a left rear tire maybe went down.
Before that, he and Michael McDowell were pretty close together on the racetrack.
Junior almost go up on 2 wheels.
Jimmy Johnson
on the inside.
scoots through.
Close call right there. Woo. Oh, got trouble up front.
Biffle right in front of Junior. Kenseth is in it.
Oh, and turns Quapple into the outside wall.
And
Kevin, a lot of chasers involved in this one.
Oh,
17.
When you get off there, if you can drive it.
This is definitely the big one we were looking for, guys. I was hoping we had not seen, or we had seen it and we wouldn't see this, but these guys hung back all day, and that's what they get in then.
We don't have any brakes.
we told her, look at Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s car all torn up in the front. We mentioned Talladega could be the turning point in the chase.
This is definitely a turning point for these guys right here. All these chasers involved.
Carl Edwards all day long tried to stay out of trouble. You see Juan Pablo Montoya head of the garage area, 17 involved.
Your teammates there in the 99 took you guys out.
You can see these guys coming on the high side. See Carl Edwards and Greg Biffle up on the high side, making a real run. You see Blaney gets turned a little bit there, but that was okay. That looked like that could be big. But the trouble's going to start right up here in the front whenever, looks like maybe the 99 gets into the back of the 16. That's all 3 Roush cars that it takes out right there. And Dale Jr. Look at Jimmy Johnson just squeezed by this. There's still some wrecking ahead of even of Jimmy Johnson yet. We talk about bump drafting. It's hard to see from that angle we were right there, but bump drafting in the corners. You have to believe that Biffle got a shot right there. I don't think that the car would just turn sideways. Jimmy Johnson right there in the middle, just behind Kevin Harvick, who was involved in the accident, but Jimmy Johnson's going to slip through. Expecting that to happen. Wow, that 48 car was just amazing getting through there too.
I think Biffle was trying to go down to get him behind Matt and just mistimed it a little bit, clipped him in the right rear and shot him into the outside wall. And again, see all those styrofoam blocks? That's the safer barrier. Man, that is the greatest thing since interliners and tires.
Here's looking back from Joey Logano.
Go 2 wide. Go be a spin behind you. Kenseth 6 just wrecked.
hard impact by Travis Quapple as well. Kenseth got turned, and the car came sideways and up into the wall. There is Quapple, who also got turned head on into the wall. There's a 17 car. One of our chase contenders. Matt was 9th in the points.
We started with guys 3 wide off of turn 4.
It looked like it was just going to be one car.
Yeah, it looked like it was just going to be Tony Raines who got clipped. You see the 45 of Chad McCummey has some damage. A lot of damage on the 28 of Travis Quapple.
Yeah, he hit pretty hard there.
It's his 2nd week in a row, a hard hit for him. Neither one of them his making.
70 car of Raines that got turned, and you see, fortunately, after that hard lick, Matt Kenseth trying to climb out. Car up against the wall. He'll use the concrete to get around the car.
The 2nd week of a hard hit for Matt Kenseth also. Neither one of his makings either. Wrong place at the wrong time for these guys, unfortunately.
And he's 26th at Talladega a week ago. just waiting on all the traffic to clear. The field is on the front straightaway. All the race cars are yielding to the safety vehicles. They're taking the helmet of the Hans device off Travis Quapple, talking to him in the car. Look at that part of the front splitter.
That thing is stuck in the ground.
This looks like a javelin.
Wow.
Stuck in the grass. There's Travis out of the car.
That's good to see because that was a hard lick.
Yes. Show you what happened here on the restart. Lap 194 coming down. Watch the 70 car, the green car top of your screen there.
Yeah, Paul Menard gets on the top side of Bill Elliott, who then gets into the 70 car. Just kind of got squeezed in there. And Tony Raines wasn't doing anything wrong, just got turned. And then behind this, you can see the 28 and the 17 get together.
Watch the 28 come up and just hit the wall head on. Oh.
And that's not where they've got a lot of safer barrier on this front stretch through the trial part. And that's what Tony Raines hit. I believe Matt Kenseth might have hit the safer barrier, but not the 28. He's down into the concrete there.
What happened to you guys out there, Matt?
Well, we really struggled all day with our car fusion. I thought we were making headway. I thought we probably had almost a top 10 car there. And, there's a wreck, and I slowed down and moved down the track, so I knew they were going to be coming off the wall, and I just got ran over from behind. So just wasn't a lot I could really do there. Just wish would have been running a little better, been ahead of it again. But other than that, I could just only drive my car, and I thought I got to slow down and had the thing avoided. It just got cleaned out.
Denny Hamlin not going to get this one back.
Hard into the wall behind him. Matt Kenseth, Menard, Vickers, and more. Look at this pileup.
Tony Stewart in the middle of that.
Keselowski, Truex. What a mess. Eric Almirola. Hard hit for Matt. Glad to see he's unbuckling.
Yeah, that right there shows just how hard.
AJ Allmendinger got a piece of it. All right, what happened?
We see Denny Hamlin get sideways. Let's see if that's, well,
It's like a couple of things going on right there. The 55
Brian
cut off Matt Kenseth. I'm not sure if they're related or not.
yeah, it looked like Vickers was trying to avoid maybe the 11 as he got really sideways. I don't know how Denny Hamlin saved that car once again. Let's see right here. You can see that 15 kind of sucks Hamlin around right there. And as Vickers was trying to avoid that, he moved up into Kenseth, and then that started all of this.
Yeah, that first looked like he may have cut off Matt Kenseth, but you can see he was out of control when he came across in front of Matt. Right there.
Yeah. Hard hit by Vickers.
Wow. It was all started by the 11 car getting sideways.
And that was probably caused by, and it's not something that Clint Boyer was trying to do. He just got up, saw a run to make it on the outside. He had done that a couple of times on the restarts, and as he went by the 11, it just basically sucked the rear of that.
What did you see from where you were sitting?
Not a lot, really. I just I was following Denny on that restart. He kind of went to the middle, so I stayed at the bottom and got behind Brian. And craziest told me I was clear high, so I just went up to go up, off the corner. And when I got up there, I saw the 11 car sideways, and 55 went to miss him, and just got all collected.
You are okay?
Yeah, I'm good. Just crabby.
Oh man, Hamlin's
going to get
bunch of time right there.
Around goes Kenseth.
Got to spin behind you.
Hard hit with the right front for Matt Kenseth. Or left front, rather. Gosh.
They were just, I think that once again.
I am okay, but I wouldn't say I'm as okay as I was last week.
Well, you can tell he's had the breath knocked out of him, Matt Kenseth.
Scary impact.
But you know what caused that? The 11 over there trying to get by the 42, and he lost control, and they had to bottle everything up.
Let's go back to the restart. There's Kenseth on the outside of row 2.
Yeah.
And Hamlin did a good job on this start. Didn't spin the tires. Actually made a good move down to the bottom in 1 and 2. You can see the 14 of Boyer blocking the 78. And they get 4 or 5 wide. McMurray up to the high side.
Right up here, though, the 11 tries to get under the 42, and apparently must have lost it a little bit.
Well,
and
actually,
it
the 20 gets
up.
3 wide in the middle of the 78. I don't know if they touched, but he just took the back end Just got him a little bit loose.
See, watch this 11 car. He almost has the pass made. He's underneath Larson, but when Larson goes by him, sucks him a little bit loose, pushes him up the hill. He's got to get out of the gas, and here comes everybody.
Yeah, that kind of roadblocks the outside lane.
So watch the 20 and see if they make contact. Yeah, a little bit of contact between Mark Truex Jr. and the 20 of Kenseth.
Boy, I tell you, and that's a hard lick right there for Matt Kenseth.
Really hard impact right here. You can see how this wall sticks out.
But man, it's
That's
a lot better than it used to be.
where the safety vehicles are at, but thankfully there's a safer barrier there.
Woo.
Oh, Joey Logano in trouble. Turn 1. And here we go.
In the wall, guys, in the wall.
Joey Logano had been up in the top 5 earlier and lost a pile of positions on a pit stop that set him back in the pack a couple of stops ago. Well, Matt certainly not happy, and who can blame him?
Yeah, I know. That's a tough end.
See, Logano just got down in there, tried to get it really low, got loose. And the problem started more from there.
It looked like Kenseth had the right line to avoid it. And when Bobby Labonte made contact with Logano, it pushed him back up the track. Nowhere to go for Matt.
See, once again, Logano's doing his best to hang on right here.
It looks like Matt's going to make it by. Up across the track comes Logano.
It looked like you just about had that thing cleared.
Yeah, but that doesn't count. So, yeah, it was disappointing. End of the day, we didn't run particularly well and just kept losing positions. It kept being on outside them restarts, and then the farther we got back, the dumber people drove and just kind of got us in some bad spots. So I should have had better restarts, and then we just got ourselves, too far behind. We didn't have a real good car anyway, but we had a better car than.
Kenseth cleared by Logano, maybe no! Kenseth takes him out! Logano into the wall! Caution comes out and the crowd roars! Helmets coming off of the crew members of the 20. And we have to remind you why this is happening.
Joey, stay in the car.
Couple races ago at Kansas, Matt Kenseth was leading. Joey Logano running second. You can tell how the fans feel about it. The red flag is out as they will have to clean the track up. A couple races ago in Kansas, the team told Joey to stay in the car, but obviously Joey out of the car, not able to continue on. In the latter laps of the race at Kansas, Joey Logano had a faster car than Matt Kenseth. He got behind him. He bumped him going into turn 1. He turned Kenseth around. After the race, Kenseth said, "That's not the way I want to be raced. Now I know how he races me." This is what just took place.
And clearly the 22 is lapping the 20, and 20 obviously intentionally wrecked him. And but like what happened the week before was more than 2 weeks before was more than it should have been, and just flat wrecked him.
Matt Kenseth already not having the day that he wanted to have.
We talked about BP. Matt Matt, it's so hard to go from 135 to 35 miles per hour and just lost control and slid into the tire barriers.
This is the most difficult pit lane to get on from the racetrack because you don't ever have a straight shot, and you're coming off the banking, you're getting onto that asphalt. It's very slippery down there with rubber and speedy drive, and you're turning and trying to slow down, and that's what happens sometimes.
And he's getting out of the car. He has his gloves off. He's taking his helmet off.
That car's done.
Hard, yeah.
When you're trying to hustle the car on pit lane and you get on that flat, and it's real slippery right there. See all the marbles and the dirt and the rubber? When you hit that with a hot set of tires, it's like hitting ice.
Oh, and on those tires full of water, that's quite an impact.
Yes, it is. You see, you have to get on the underside of those cones as well.
And you talk about stopping. I mean, he went from 35, 40 miles per hour to 0.
I feel really bad for you. Fortunes can change very quickly, can't they, Matt?
Yeah, I mean, that definitely fill out a list for the dumbest thing you ever did in a race car. It definitely tops that, but that's a shame. We were too tight, and I thought we heard a right front tire, and we were talking about whether to pit or not to pit, and I was out on the track, and kind of last minute I decided to pit, and I was on the brakes funny early, and when I got an apron, it was real sandy, and I should have known that because that other car blew up, and it was still pretty slick down there. Nobody's pit under green yet, and I just lost control of it and it wouldn't stop.
Said on the radio, I just lost the whole thing. In terms of the championship perspective, you do have 8 races to recover, Matt.
I was thinking about the race. I mean, we had a good enough car to win the race. We just got too tight that run. We were just waiting to pit, and I was more worried.
That car will not steer. He is hard against the wall.
Window net
just
already down.
about 200 feet shy of the start-finish line. Lap 192, and our cameraman high up on the roof at that position heard the tire explode just before Kenseth went into the wall.
It has all evidence of a right front tire blowing. You can just see the angle and the flat part of that right front and how hard he impacted the wall from 15th position.
Riding with Joey Logano up ahead is Kenseth in 15th place.
Oh, wow. Yikes. Man, that hurt.
That's when you're really thankful for a safer barrier.
You just don't know how that feels. If you've never been in a car that hits a wall like it, you just can't imagine what it feels like. It's like getting hit in the gut with a baseball bat.
Matt?
And Mike, this run, Matt Kenseth have been complaining the 20 car just plowing tight.
Well, and Matt, you bring that up. When the car is that tight, what do? You use more brake to slow the car down to get it to turn in the corner. That can add a little bit of temperature in that right front shoulder.
Yeah, driving back to the front's pretty tough. Oh, Michael just got turned.
And look at Matt Kenseth, and the 17 gets wrapped up in it.
Bunch of cars. What in the world happened, guy?
You think Chip Ganassi's had problems? I think the 2 DEI cars just got together and brought on that big pileup.
On the straightaway.
I tell you, that's right where there's no soft wall, and that's all on left side, too.
A lot of damage to the 8 car. Both these cars were running in the top 10. In fact, last time by, Michael Rother 6th, Junior 7th, and Matt Kenseth in 18. You see Terry Labonte in the 44 as well with a lot of damage.
I'm just real worried about that, where that hit was, because there's no soft wall.
It was coming down the front stretch here.
Oh.
I mean, the picture tells the story right there.
He just jacked him up.
And, of course, nowhere for Matt Kenseth in the 17 to go.
Well, that was ugly.
Kenseth down to the bottom. Terry Labonte, watch the 44, will get swept up in it. Junior tries to cross under Michael. Too close to him to make the move.
Boy, Bill.
He's going to make it. Jeff Gordon's going to score his first win at Chicago.
Good job.
Most troubled car spinning over the wall. Matt Kenseth.
Yeah, that was really nice. That was nice.
Casey Mears in the grass in the 42 car.
Somebody turned right down across me.
Kevin Harvick. Oh man, comes home
Earnhardt Jr. 5th.
Down the outside of the 40, goes underneath them.
Not quite sure about all that.
The 40 was obviously trying to block. That was for position. Kenseth will take the spot. He will finish 21st and Strimmy 22nd.
Crash, and the 9th caution of the day. Jeff Gordon in turns 3 and 4 appeared to lose a right front tire, and Matt Kenseth drove right under it.
I don't know if he blows the right front tire. I think that's what happened, because the car just, he goes in, he does that dive bomb thing, and then right here you see the car just takes off. Matt was great big run on the outside and drove right up on the back of him.
And we are hearing that the right front blew, but it's almost like something was starting to go wrong, because Kenseth caught him in a hurry in 1 and 2.
The handling was going away, Larry. You could see him have to ease off it going into the corner multiple times, and then this right there.
Yeah, she just turns, and here comes Matt. Matt had a full head of steam, nowhere to go.
Just like that. 2 cars battling for the lead, and now both are in the garage.
I dove down to the bottom to pass the 32 car. As soon as I got into the banking, I felt the right front go. I really hate that we collected Matt Kenseth in that. He had a great car. He was coming. It's just a matter of time before he got us, but a great effort and day up until then for this drive-in Hunger Chevrolet.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot either one of us can do about that, so it's going to take a lot of Husky tools to fix that thing, but really encouraged. Jason made awesome adjustments again. I thought we had that run, the fastest car, one of the only cars that could pass out there today, and man, we just got a little behind, and I just finally had it made up and wanted to be in the lead for that last pit stop.
Ooh. Got one off, and that is Matt Kenseth. Hard hit as he came down. Wow. Caution is out for the 4th time today.
The tire barrier.
I don't think you'll be driving that one back, Matt.
No. And you see him right here. He's on the outside, and Junior gets up over the curb before he gets there. Junior gets into his left rear. But at the same time, if we have that other shot, what's Junior's right side of Junior's car as he hits the curb? Boom,
and it knocks him into
and it knocks him straight to the left, to the left. And we've talked about it before. It is really tough to go through this area of the racetrack side by side. There's just not enough room.
Heavy damage to that 20 car, and if they can't get it repaired, it would be the first time Matt Kenseth has recorded a DNF at Sonoma in his 15th start here in Northern California.
You know, restarts, you had to run side by side. I, you know, got under me going into 7 there. I left him plenty of room. We ran through there side by side earlier too, and he just plowed into my right rear and wrecked me. So I don't know if he got into a curb and moved his car over. I really don't know what happened. It really doesn't matter at this point. So unfortunately, ended our day.
I'll tell you, it's amazing. You give a guy a shot and he shoots him forward.
Oh boy, Stanley Steamer.
Whoa, there's
and around she goes into Kenseth.
Man. Oh gosh.
Up in the air and into the wall hard.
Man, Kenseth. Man, I thought he was going to catch the catch fence back there. The way it landed was.
I am not believing that.
He's fine, boy. He got the window net down right away out of frustration. The 4 car, Harvick.
Danica climbs out, radio cord gets disconnected. Oh boy.
I mean, you just knew it was coming. You saw everybody pushing and shoving and the cars slipping and sliding around.
I think Matt said, just give me a push.
Matt was 6th. And Danica walking over.
Well, you know why?
Yes. She doesn't want to go.
She knows that you can get fined if you go out on the racetrack. She's going all the way over against the wall, and I'm not sure. She's shaking up a little bit, I think.
Matt climbs from his car. He's okay. A couple of hard hits there.
Man, wow. I'm telling you, and
I was just so worried when I saw Matt's car get up in the air and just carrying towards that inside fence. I'm so glad it sat down when it did.
Yes.
Oh, me. Flip those cars over, roll them down through there, tumble, hit the wall, and then get out and get in.
I think this is going to be similar. Her car hit the right rear and turned that car around the opposite direction that we're used to seeing, and that's what gets them up upside down.
She's right in the middle, the fifth car back.
I think somebody makes contact with. McDowell got her in the left rear.
Yep.
And then no, she hit him in the right front. And when that happened, just got air underneath the car.
Is anybody left in this race?
Let's watch from the Goodyear aerial coverage, and you'll see several things happen here as Kenseth's car comes back down to earth.
I can tell you, a lot of teams are going to be freezing those shots to look underneath this car when they leave here.
No, I saw that.
It's not often you get to see what's underneath them.
Right behind the red 21, there's the three of them. Roush.
You realize how powerful the wind is in that situation. To be able to take a car of this weight, what's 3,400 pounds around approximately, and just pick it up in the air like it's a
turtle, and hopefully he got everything pulled in when they started heading for him.
I guess it wasn't Danica. They got the force. Another car that maybe had some silver on it.
Bobby Labonte, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right.
There are 6 laps to go, and there's Turtle. Terry still at his position inside the back straightaway. There's his shot of Matt Kenseth's car being towed away. They'll hook up Eric Almirola's and Danica Patrick's next.